Recording session. Oh, yeah, okay. hmm Who would be doing that? You guys crack me up. Okay, so here's ESF. Um, this is the daily chart. Blue lines are cross downs and cross ups for 14 and 30 SMAs. These are actually clear cross ups and cross downs, consolidation included. And by that, I mean, if you look over here, this is a cross up and started trending up before breaking down. And then it was clear straight down to here before another bullish crossover. And it did the same exact thing here, similar. I'm not saying we're going to break down heavy, but I'm saying my target is the 30 SMA. We've basically bounced off the 30 SMA around 111. Now we need to retest the 30 SMA on the rise up as the price rises and continues higher. So here we bounced off the 14 SMA, we bounced off the 14 SMA, and then here we're going to bounce off the 14 SMA. And when we bounce off the 14 SMA one more time, we're going to break it and we're going to test the 30 SMA. 30 SMA rises as price goes on and as the days goes on. So from here, this cross up to this cross down, this is about 2.5 months, let's say. So 2.5 months. Here, same 2.5 months. I'm not saying the cross down is going to be here, but from here, this is where the cross down happened. See, the actual breakdown really happened when we did the full 30 minus 14. It's 30 minus 14 because it's 30 below 14 and the 14 below 30. You guys get it? Okay. So this is the daily. I'm looking at puts, and this is the thing was we were going to start shorting when we get to the top here. This is considered a quad top. You have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Make it 5. Now it's a, what would you say for quad? Quad is for Quinn. Is it Quinn? Quinn, right? Let me make sure it's a Quinn, right? Quinn, okay. Yeah, quintuple. All right, perfect. So we have a quintop, right? So we're going to reject. And we're going to test this 30 SMA here. Will we do a full range and come down here? It's possible. But the way we've basically, this V had basically come about, I don't see us doing a full pull down. I see us doing a nice engulfing bearish candle, but then we'll channel out somewhat, trade sideways a little bit, and then we'll retest 28, 19, 25, break above and hold. Any close above this level is actually bullish. Rejecting this level, bearish. But right now it's neutral. So I want to open up going into this week. I want to open up some puts. I'm not opening up any weeklies. I mean, I can do a weekly for Friday, and I'll probably open up 2800s, 15-point move down. That's about it. Other than that, I'm actually looking at after 315, not the week of 315, but I'm gonna look for 315, 2780s. I'm gonna look for after 315 is there were 3. What is this? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 322. So the 22nd, I'm looking at 2760 puts, and April, what is it? 6th or 8th? 2750 puts. Just with time, we get a 30-point drop. That's easy 50 to 100%. You know, we'll collect on that. We'll collect while we are scalping weeklies. Everything's going to be about buying time. This is the daily. Let's look at the weekly. Everything is always subject to change. My time frame doesn't mean it's going to happen then and there, but we are very extended. On the weekly aspect, we have a crazy vacuum. and that's 26.58. Doesn't mean we're going to hit there. What actually is going to happen is when we're crossing up like this, this 14 SMA is actually going to come up to about 26.99 here in a couple of weeks. As price does push down, this will push up as well. We will tag the 30 SMA because I would like to see a bounce off of that level. The crazy thing is them getting us above. The push above 28.19, what we got 28.1975 as a high so far today. The range last week was 39 points. Week prior to that, 33 points. Week prior to that, 78 points. Small ranges. The more we build small ranges, the more there's going to be a big range happening. And it can be this week. We can see a push up and pull down. After we get that pull down, I want us to hold this level. These 4 fib combos are very important to hold. Because while we hold this level and we channel out on the weekly, this 14 SMA is going to come up and then it's going to cross, putting us back into a bullish state. Price currently, yes, is bullish, hands down. I just want you guys to have an open mind. Don't be overly bullish and don't be overly bearish. This is why we trade price. This is very important. Now here's a monthly chart. This is our monthly chart here. Same thing for ES. I'm using ES because it's similar to SPY. Everything is the same to me. I use ES, SPX, and SPY. Sometimes I use one for the other. See? So on the monthly, the 14 SMA coincides with the what? The 14 SMA, no, the 30 SMA on the weekly. 27.45 is a great demand. So I would like to see a bounce down here. So the monthly opened up nicely, actually. I like this candle. So it can continue, or this can just be a small range. We can pull down and pull back up. We can see a nice spinning top for this month. Very possible. Then we'll see some more downside then to go back up. I want us to, this fact that we got the 30 SMA, we bounced off the 30 SMA, that was very important to me. Now we reclaimed the 14 SMA. Now we're going to do what we usually do, and let's pull the chart up and open it up. 14 SMA has just been beautiful, bouncing off until it has been rejected, and 30 SMA bounced off back above 14 SMA. This is going to be very interesting the next few weeks. We're going to be bearish while a lot of people are uber bullish because Twitter's getting super bullish, and we have to pay the opposite side. Why? It's just love to, and there's money to be made. I'm not saying we're playing the opposite side because we want to feel like we're right. It's just when we were bullish, everybody was still bearish. When we longed Apple at 148, everybody was still bearish. You know, and Apple's already 30 points higher in a sense. So, well, not 30 points, 20-something points higher. We have a gap to fill in ES also. So this gap is going to fill. I want us to take, like I said, I want them to take us down to here. So the timing, this is before 315 actually. So 2770 puts 315 would be actually safer, even 2780, you know. But the more farther out, the better you get the best on premium. It gets more juicier, especially if a drop really happens, you know. So here we got, let me see, I want to do an inverted extension actually. Oops. Because I want to show you the downside. This is all based off of upside. I want to do based off of downside. From this low to our tap here. We'll retest 2804. Any breakdown below this gray area, then we'll reject and we'll come on to 2780. And to go forward to my gray level, we'll reach about maybe the downside. I'm not saying this is going to be as accurate as I want it to be, and it's going to be accurate at all. But for this to work out, I need to draw a trend line. That would be something similar to this. I'm going to show you if this makes sense. Why? It's because it's going to line up here. Oh, wait. I'll do it from here under here. Oh, why did it activate? Okay. So wait, hold up. Let's remove that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. No, I'm not drawing imaginary lines. Just want to show you guys something. Right, because I'm actually going from prior high here to pull back, another high to pull back, and then new high here. Right, so if this is going to be the trend, we're going to be playing this for a while. This can develop in many ways. Again, this is subject to change daily. I'm not going to be making like rising wedges or downtrends changing. My lines will change, and I'm going to tell you the reason why they change. It's not to make sure that it's going to play out the way we want it to. It's keep everything in perspective. This is a 30-minute chart, so let me make it more accurate and put it at an hour. Here we go. This is an hourly. Perfect. Much more cleaner. Looks much more better here. So this is a pretty extensive range here. What is this? Nice pullback, 2680. And we moved to 2818. So from, what is this? 2.8 to 3.1 in 1 month. That's a big range. I mean, you guys got a bull flag. You guys got a asymmetrical triangle. I mean, I see a lot of things happening here. Does it mean I'm right? Definitely doesn't. Look here. This similar had this nice big push up. And what happened here? Pushed up higher, then came right back down. So we have gaps to fill, guys. Going back under 2800. They want to reclaim 2800. Very possible. I just see this is the range happening. Not saying, again, I like to repeat myself to you guys because I feel like it's very important. But I'm not saying like this is how it is. It might even extend higher depending on how it goes. But this is the target here, green and red, 28.22, or we have green here for 28.24.47. These are our two targets till we start shorting. I said we will start shorting from there, but we will short with time. We're not going to be shorting every single day. We're going to short with time to where we can collect on the upside if there's more upside. And then because when the drop happens, it's going to be a nice size candle. And they said the 27th is when everything's going to go into perspective as far as the trade deal goes. So let's see how that works out. You know, everything's news-based, Trump-based. So let's see how that works out. And I haven't even used Celts on this one yet. Gaps always fill. We all know this. It can be a premature gap down. It could be a gap up, then fill this gap and then move back up like it did over here. But then it had a nice clean drop. I mean, you guys got to look at everything. Not saying this is going to happen, but I'm drawing this line from here just in case it wants to go higher. You know, they gapped up. They can do a continuation, bring us around here, bring us right down to 2796. Who knows how this plays out? This is going to be very, very interesting. So let's get into what we're going to be looking at this week. If a lot of you are familiar with DWDP, we've made some crazy money on this. This was actually a part of the time we actually had the challenge going on. There was a merger. We all made some serious money off of this one. It's back in view. Why? Because it looks very sexy. It's creating a nice inverted head and shoulders. And with the right timing, and I've seen a lot of volume Friday on near the money calls. So we're definitely looking at 55 calls. This 52.58 bounce was ridiculous. I was looking at this chart Friday. I was looking at this chart today. I was looking at this chart yesterday. I was looking at this chart since Thursday. Is it ready? Just about. 51.27. Left shoulder, right shoulder, head, bounce, targets here. How this will play out is going to be freaking amazing. This is going to be one of those plays where we play every single week. And I mean every week. This week, okay, DWDP playing. Next week, DWDP. We're going to just keep rolling, 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 and rolling. We've done that many times, guys. You guys know how that works. And we also buy time, too. So get back over 53.89, 54 is the target. So this is the 4 hour. Let's see how Monday opens. Let's see how this works out. I love this play so far. Everything is looking good. But when it looks too good, doesn't mean it's good, guys. So DWP is definitely on the list. Who else we have that I'm eyeing? Oh, Pepsi's ready. Pepsi is finally ready. That close over 116 Friday was key. Pepsi's still in ascending triangle mode. And I was telling one of our members messaged me, I think it was Kev. You guys know Kev. Kev messaged me. He's like, Ninja, as far as Pepsi goes, I have the 117s, but I also have the 116s. I was like, I'm be honest with you, 117s look worthless. They have been pushing it down, and they've been channeling it between 115 and 116. That push down to 114 was actually great because it was a 30 SMA vacuum here, as you guys can see. After that happens, when the vacuum gets filled, it goes right back above. Doesn't mean it's going to gap up. It just, when the vacuums fill, next move higher. So here, I love this a lot. Similar to CMG. You know, same setup, gap up, or power, whatever. Earnings gap up and go from there. So we've held, though, I told them, I said 115.79 is very important to hold. Other than that, don't worry about everything else is noise. We held 115.79. Next target, 117.12. We are still holding 116 calls for this week coming up. Don't forget that. I have 118 lottos opening up tomorrow. Maybe not the time tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but 118 is going to be small position. I'm not going to jump in until the premiums are priced right. I don't want to see a huge gap in premiums. This can also become a nice cup and handle too, which I like a lot. See this? These boxes, how they do these things. The more you guys get familiar looking with charts and based off of my strategy, how I chart things, you guys develop your own strategy. You look at charts and be like, okay, this is a good chart. This is a bad chart. Like you'll automatically off the back, it'll be regular. It'll be a regular thing. You'll be like, oh, this looks nice. I see this pattern developing already. You know, we have bull flag, bull flag. This is going to be extensive here. This breakout is going to be huge. Look at this. This was a head and shoulders. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder, huge breakdown. The supporting line here, or 104.53 near that. Then it was a long. Timing is everything here. You know, sometimes things get off our watch list because we focus on something else new. And then we forget it. Thank God this is why I always say, add everything that we play to your watch list because in the future it's going to be one of those that we have to play again. So PEP, we're looking at 118s. I'm looking at 120s for April. Enough time to buy. Retest here. Anything over 118.45 is definitely, it's an absolute long. So to get there, let me remove these. I already see another trend happening here. Rising channel. See, it can be here, but I don't want to do it this way because this, I don't really like it like this. But it can be like this, right? We channel out here around April 1st, 120s would actually be great. I'm not sure what the price is right now. If you guys can check, please let me know what the April 1st. The first month of April premiums are for 120 on PEP and 122s. Because they're gonna push this high, and then they're gonna bring it down, similar to here, and then the 30 SMA is gonna end up back below it, and it's gonna cross. So PEP is another one on our bucket list. Who else? What I was watching? I was watching, and I put them up there. CI, yes, you, okay. CI is definitely on the list. That Lotto Friday, the 180s from 7 to 87. Thank you. Who got it? 120 course. Is that 42 cents? Because I looked at them earlier too. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Very cheap. I think I already have them already. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have it right here. I already added it for us. You guys can see the watch there if you want to take a screenshot. There's got to be, just be wary of everything that you see here because everything is always subject to change once the market opens. It looks good, but doesn't mean it's good. So I got 120s on the menu. 118s this weekly. I want to see if we get them for 5 cents. I don't want us paying no more than 10 cents. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the market makers push the ask down. And we're going to, if we can bid a penny, and let them bring the ask to 5. If they can bring the ask to 5 cents, we hit the ask hard. Any dips, we pick them up. This is CI. Nice gaps has to be filled at 188. They're going to do that in about 1 to 2 weeks, maybe less. I like this breakdown that they did here. They pushed it all the way down to a nice support area. Let me remove this. Let me remove these. Remove that. Now we recreate a new extension. I'm calling this one the bottom here. Turn off videos, turn off your videos. We're not watching you. All right. So here, right? Cross down. This is a 4-hour. You guys already know what this is here. Candle combo. Similar to something like this, another candle combo. This is like a bullish homing pigeon. I'm going to add my retracement here. Target 182.36. We have these for this week. Remember that. Don't forget. This is why I chose these as well. So the 180s went from 7 cents to 87 cents. They hit. So when a lotto hits, it means it's time to play the next week's, which we did. So while we played the lotto, we also played the 182.50s. 185s also are on radar as well. That's going to be the 14 SMA. And look at the ranges. We have a gap to fill that 188. So we're going to definitely buy time here, guys. We have to buy time. So the time for this one, I'm giving us from this, the way that we push down like this, I'm going to do, just because I'm doing it, doesn't mean you have to do it, but I'm just going to do it inverted extension because I want to see something. This is how I draw my trends. So here's our line. This is going to hit for us around. So boom, come up. Hit high here, come down. I'm going to say Friday, 185s. This is this week coming up, right? So this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Following Friday. What are the, Canwa, what's the 185s for next week? The 15th, and the 190s for next week. I think it's the 187.50. Sorry. Did I add those already? No, I got 185 to 322 or 156.98. What are the 190s for the 22nd? No, sorry, 185s for. I'm going crazy. I have 185s for the 322. Those should actually be 190s. That's 2 weeks out to buy time because we know how this look. They brought it down a lot. Somebody already started buying. We can get cheaper than them. The 190s for March 22nd is actually under 84 cents, which should drop come tomorrow. What you got? 61 by 84. Yep, for the 190s. What about next? No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Mobile's actually faster. I hate doing it through desktop. For the 185s next week are this week's 185s are cheap, but we have the 182s. I'm looking at the 180s are actually good too. The 185s for next week is the 15th. So check those out. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 180 calls. Oh, you got. Oh my God, you got some good time for those. You got April 180 calls. How much you paid? That's freaking good. That's smart. Nice. You got 4 weeks for that to pay out. So 180s by 190, that's 10 cents in the money. Give me 1 second. Let me calculate that for you. I love to calculate these things. I like how you play. You've been buying time, and I love that. Man, I don't care how pricey it is. I don't care. Pricey pays. People don't understand that. I'm gonna tell you, oops, option profit calculator. Wait. I'm gonna tell you right now exactly. So for CI, you got April 1st of the month, whatever that week is, with 5th. Oh, you got some good time. 180, you paid 6, but the price is actually below it now, correct? By the 5th, yeah. So by the 5th, sheesh, you got some good time. This is, let's see what weekly is, how the weekly closed and how the monthly opened. Let's see. I like this weekly. It's gonna be like an inside weekly here, so we'll probably come back to 191. I want to see us retest 197. So you're gonna get about, if we get 197 by that time we'll have, I'll put at 200 just so it calculates better. And premium will decrease. So 197s, you'll get about $16 per premium. Yeah, 6% on a price of premium like that. It's actually not bad being down it. So you get around 16 if at 197, 198. And that was a weekly down. Let's see how the monthly did though. I like to look at how the monthly's open. The monthly gap down would be beautiful. Nope, we got a bounce off the 30 SMA here. So they pushed it down to the 30 SMA to close the month, and then they opened the month right below the 30 SMA, push it back to 187. So this monthly might be small ranged. The month before prior was 17-point range. Last month was 26. So lows here. Let's just say a 20-point range happens this month. But I mean, it's actually going to be a lot of small ranges here. So similar to this 14-point range from lows. Looking at 189 to be on the safe side. Still not bad. You can still get 100% off of this one. Unless something happened and they just jack it up crazy. That would be nice. But you bought some good time and that's perfect. That's another one on our list. LMNT is definitely on the list. I still feel like it's lagging. Yeah, buying time is the best, and that's what I've been trying to do for everybody. So what is this? LMNT. LMNT monthly is beautiful. This is reminding me of CI when we played CI back then. I was actually trading CI based off the weekly and the monthly too. That's the only thing that is, I agree. No, I'm not doing chart requests. I'm only going over the stuff that we are actually trading already. And that's going to be focused for the week. So LMNT is another one that's on focus, very tight here. What got me big time was the fact that they basically pushed us down inside this candle here and then pushed us back over 308.47. So this is a monthly. Last month we had a range of 22 points. Exactly. Yes, that's true. Yep, exactly. Exactly. See, for me, what I would have loved LMT to do was to tag here and form a hammer. But this can be good also. I just want to see if it can close over 308 this week. I'm looking at 315s or 320s next week. Even to open 315s next week would be actually safe too. But get back over the 30 SMA would be good because I want to see the 30 and the 14 touch and then basically bounce off each other. After how Friday was and it was back to back, it was so much lottos. A lot of those lottos were confirming a lot. McDonald's is on our list this week, guys. Look at this; it's so bullish right now. This vacuum on LMNT was crazy. It took only 3 weeks to fill the vacuum. Upside 315, holding above here, so they can even flag this again one more week and then push it even higher. Or they can just pop it and drop it back to the 30 SMA. So we got to be how this week opens, guys. Just be on your P's and Q's. Look at the weekly charts when the market opens. Make sure that they line up with your levels. McDonald's those gave 2 10-baggers in a span of 10 minutes. Last 1 minute was a 10-bagger, and at I think it was 356 was another 10-bagger. 356 was a 10-bagger, and 359 was a 10-bagger. Or was it 350? I like this. Push, push. I charted McDonald's a while ago, and it actually broke out of that range. It was a triangle. Beautiful. They closed it under 158.28. We want McDonald's over 158.28 by Tuesday's close. Then we'll go for 187s on the weekly. 190s would be a stretch. But last week's range was what, 3,064 cents. If we play 190s, that's just playing for the premium. But the important close now would be above 158.28. It hasn't in a long time since here. It'll put McDonald's back in a bullish trend. That 30 SMA test twice. Oh, McDonald's is definitely going higher. Similar pattern here, up, down, then breaks out shorter, and it goes higher. Target 198.12 by May. 200 calls by May. 15-point move from here. Or if they're under $1, oh man, I gotta get some of those. Let's see. Oh my God, they're cheap. Oh man, those are cheap. Those are good. So delicious. So we're gonna look at that. Add those. I'm adding that to my list for Fridays, for Monday's open tomorrow. So that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a view. ES is gonna be fun. I mean, SPX and SPY is gonna be very fun. Not ES, but I use ES to visualize targets for SPY and SPX. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in automatic or DM me. If I have to throw up, I'm sorry.